gentlemen. Hello, everybody. Oh, how's it going out there? I just ran inside. I had a package I had to go get. Oh boy, hello, it's your guy Dave Neal. We're doing a nice Margaritaville iced coffee there, keeping it real. Hello, chat room. We are doing a little pre-party here, a little pre-party for the week 3 of The Bachelorette. How's my lighting? Does it look okay? My green screen's a little dark. You can kind of see it's a little dark right now. Nina, so happy to see you too. How are you? Hello, everybody else. Good to see everybody. Wow, a lot in the news. Woke up this morning to this nice Rachel Lindsay article. You know, that's one of those things you just have to read. I was like, all right, I'll pull some quotes. And then I was like, oh no, this is a full article. So we did it. We read it. 40 minutes long, I think. But worth it, right? Sarai's in the house. Sarai, are you drinking yet? I won't judge you. Leah's here. Congratulations, Leah, on completing a marathon. You are in the likes of a very few group of maniacs that would decide to run 26.2 miles. You did it, Leah. We're happy for you. Boy, if there's any lesson you can give your kids, I think it's achieving goals. You know, you can't push them to do things that they might not be interested in, but what you can do is you can show your kids your pursuit of goals. Show them how you achieve something you're setting out to do. Show them your trials and tribulations. And for that, along with other reasons, Leah, you are a pretty kick-ass mom. Very good for you. Yeah, 26.2. That's a lot of miles. Abby Reed's in the house. Good to see you, Abby. How are you? Hello, Lisa Reed. A lot of Reeds in the house. Abby Reed, Lisa Reed. I loved Rachel's article. She did a great job, and I loved the video where you read the whole thing. That's the way. Well, look, I mean, some people like to read articles and some people don't. And if you didn't want to read it, like, what was I supposed to do, you know? Be like, all right, go read this article for 30 minutes, then I'll talk about it for 30. No, I'm just going to read you the article, and we'll interject as we go. I had another, I'll tell you what, I'll tell you this. Shout out to Hunter Montgomery. I saw that you're following your boy. I guess, the algorithm's finally pushing my content to everyone in Bachelor Nation. And I always kind of wanted that, but now I'm kind of like, well, I can't make fun of Hunter Montgomery now. Not that I planned on making fun of you, Hunter. I don't think I make fun of anybody. If you do something stupid, we're going to make fun of it. Who's the motivational speaker? He, what's the, help me out, guys. What's the motivational speaker's name? I'm already forgetting. His, like, cousin or brother or someone told me that I got it all wrong, that he's a nice guy. And I was kind of like, well, I'm sure he is a nice guy, but don't get mad at me. Get mad at the Bachelor editors for putting this slop on TV. Avery Morgan says, happy solstice, everyone. Yes, hello, and welcome to the longest day of the year today. Oh, I should have recapped it the whole day, just a day-long recap. Carl, that's it, Vanessa. Yes, Carl's cousin or sister or somebody reached out to me saying, hey, you got it all wrong. He's not that bad of a guy. So maybe Carl's not that bad of a guy, you know? I feel like we watched him be a bad guy, you know? So maybe he's a producer's pawn. So maybe, if anything, he's not a bad guy. He's just guilty of drinking the Kool-Aid and making Katie's night bad. But we're going to pick off that episode right where we left off. I will play for you guys no spoilers. I will play for you guys a promo. If you want, we can check this out right now. We'll wait a few minutes for the chat room to populate. Do me a favor if you haven't already. Bump your retired Harrisons onto that like button, please. And hit subscribe if you haven't already. Let me get this comment out of there. By bumping your retired Harrisons onto that like button, you're helping the YouTube algorithm say, oh, we got a fun one. Everyone's in there. They're hanging out. They're listening to Club Ibiza music. Ibiza. Ice Glacier. Oh, we got a scientist in the room. Longest day of the year was actually yesterday. It's normally June 21st, though. You're right. It's normally June 21st, and it fell between the 20th and the 21st this year, right? I'm sorry. Give me a leap year or whatever, but, you know, I don't know. I don't do that whole... That's like correcting someone when they say they're going to get pho. It's like, we know it's pronounced pho, but if you want to call it pho, that's fine. If you want to celebrate solstice on the 21st, you do you. I appreciate that you've been helping me out. I appreciate you helping astrology-splain me. Crafty bumped that retired Harrison. Please bump that 8-figure Harrison over there on that like button. I appreciate it. A scientist in the house. That's right, Leah. Us plebeians. You know, I like to call people plebeians, and I had to look it up because you ever just say terms and you don't exactly know what they mean. Now, I knew a plebeian was a lesser than, but I had to look it up, and it turns out well, I'll give you the plebeian definition right here. But the plebeian is just a commoner in Rome. It's just the term plebeian referred to all free Roman citizens who were not members of the patrician, senatorial, or equestrian classes. Oh, I didn't know they had equestrian classes. Working class heroes. You know what? Actually, plebeian sounds like something I'd like to be. Let me try to start this over. Hello, everybody. Dave Neal here, plebeian recapper. I don't know. Are we losing it already? So yeah, we made a few videos. I threw a video up on Patreon today of a stand-up show I did Friday night. Hey, big shout out to Jess and who else came? Anna, or is it Hannah? Sorry. Oh my gosh, I'm losing my mind. And shout out to Sean. Thank you guys so much for coming to the show. You know, Jess brought a couple gifts. You guys brought some friends. It was a ton of fun. So thank you guys so much for coming out to the show on Friday night. That's what's going to happen. Now that the world's opening back up, I'm going to have some more stand-up comedy shows I'll be promoting, and I'll only try to promote the ones that I want people to come to because some are real, you know, not good, and I just like to do my set and get out of there. But this was nice. It was in the backyard. It was like kind of a cool environment. Oh, thank you so much, Sarah. Checked out the stand-up. Yeah, they had a little bit of an audio issue, but you know, I usually just yell over. If there's an audio problem, it's like you just try to yell through it, but they had a little bit of a feedback issue. We got through it. Team World said, fantastic interview with Rachel Lindsay in Vulture today. She is pouring out tea on the franchise. Yeah, so I don't know what else to recap about that other than what I already included. Other than just to say this, she basically confirmed a lot of things that have already been said, just in a very cutting and precise way, that the Bachelor kind of saw her as the first token black contestant and didn't provide her any resources, any black producers that kind of knew what she was going through. They expected her to sort of be the lead and also be the producer of the lead. Are you home, Tasha? How are you? Oh, there's another dead baby bird outside. Hold on, folks. We have breaking news here. Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, breaking news. There is another dead bird. Ladies and gentlemen, another dead bird. If you've been following our vlog, that's 5 dead birds. You want to come and say hi to everyone and give us an update on what the dead bird looked like? Ladies and gentlemen, joining us right now, eyewitness to the dead bird is Tasha Marie Courtney. Please, what did the bird look like that died?
It's very tiny. I'm going to go pick it up now.
Was it a bird of a specific feather? Did it flock together? What happened to its sisters?
They sound like they're doing fine in the nest.
So you heard other... this was in the... over here. So this is maybe the 3rd dead bird that we found over here in the alleyway, appearing to be free-falling out of the nest at will. There you have it, folks. This has been a breaking news update. Hey, I want to tell you something, but I don't think I should say it on the live stream. Oh, you know, I really shouldn't say it on the live. As much as I want to say it on the live stream, I just posted this poll on the Patreon. I'll tell you what. Let's do this. Let's do this, Tasha Marie. I'm going to play a song, and I'm going to tell you right now. Did anyone know what I just said? Oh boy, did I just share some news. Did you read my lips? You probably could have. I think I didn't really give it away too much there. Let me know in the comment section if you know what I just said. If you're on the Patreon, you know what I'm talking about. Unfortunately, I'm just kind of waiting to, make some decisions before I announce it to people. You know how it goes. Got to make those decisions. Oh, alrighty there. Crumbs, the creator, says, Tasha, no comment. Yeah, Tasha, she's still mourning the loss of the next bird. Sarah said, read his lips. I think you probably could read my lips. How many dead birds? Do y'all live on an ancient burial ground? Well, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of birds. We actually saw a bunch of birds fly by earlier today, and the chain link fence made a big noise, and I think one of the birds flew through the fence. But if you haven't already, join Tasha's Instagram, where she pretty much posts daily updates on the doves that are growing next door. They keep on pooping all over our lawn. Susan said, when you take a poll, I am good either way. Yeah, I did a Patreon poll. I will discuss that with you guys later. a lot of people think I should answer yes to the poll, which I can't talk about now. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how it goes. You know, like I was saying, a lot of content that I've made this year has just gotten into the hands of new people. And with that comes like a new responsibility, you know? Like I got to do better at informing myself when I read articles, when I'm looking, you know, scouring for information. It's not always about how many videos can I get up, but like, can I get the right content up? But then of course, you know, there's the child in me that just wants to have fun. And boy, we had fun on Saturday. Did you guys watch my video on Saturday? I sort of pitch-explained to you how Katie Thurston threw out the first opening pitch. It was a ton of fun. I love videos like that. I love videos like that. Anyway, folks, we are going to get it going. Get it going. Oz, like you liked the poll. So Oz, was it a yes or no from you on the poll? Do you think that I should go ahead with it or no? Well, anyway, let's do this. Let's get into the tabs over here. We now know what plebeians are. Plebeian recapper, Dave Neal. Tasha, do you know what a plebeian is? I don't know if she can hear me. I always just thought plebeian was like a commoner, like in a bad way, but now they're calling it a working class hero. I would like to think I'm a working class hero, you know, from rags to riches over here. Working class hero, Dave Neal. All right, let's go and check out this group date. This will be fascinating on the group date because a lot of the comments from people, essentially what we're about to watch is a preview that will be Nick Viall hosting sort of a roundtable discussion about you know, mistakes we've all made in the past. I'm just assuming it'll be like jealous ex-boyfriend, manipulative, codependent, toxic in some form or another. Now, the question is, and a lot of people gave a lot of blowback to this, is does Nick Viall have the credits? Does he have the ability to moderate such a difficult subject, especially when everyone in the circle is vying for Katie's love? It's almost like if 12 people went to a job interview and then the HR person was like, okay, so tell us what you stole from your past companies. Some guy's going to be like, well, I stole so much energy by putting it all back into the company. You know what I mean? All right, let's just watch this and see what she has to say.
That I have a good group of men here. Today's group date is about past relationships. So I'm excited to get to see what they decide to share.
My name's Nick, for those of you who don't know. Today's about being truthful and sharing with Katie the things that maybe we're not so proud of. Stories like people who have led women on, ghosting, cheating, someone trying to be, next Bachelor. All things Katie deserves to know.
I know I'm going to be entirely honest, and that's all I can do. But there are things from my past that I'm not proud of.
No buttons.
It's extremely uncomfortable.
You know, we all make mistakes, no one's perfect. And so I'm thankful for Nick to kind of open the floor for some discussions.
This is going to be really hard for me to talk about. Pretty terrified right now. This is going to be tough. It's just not a story where I'm the good guy.
Coming up tonight on The Bachelorette. I never wanted to be a host, but maybe I could be the voiceover guy. Could I be the voiceover guy in The Bachelorette and I'll just come out with my ref hat on? I don't know where my ref's hat is. Where's my ref's hat when I need it? Oh boy, at least I got this. I can come out in the middle of the. You know. All right, here we go. Who got in trouble? You know, the dog's barking now. So Connor. What's interesting is, you know me. I've developed a man crush Monday on Connor. Falcon soaring into my heart. Connor Brennan over here. We shared as you guys saw on Thursday a lot of his music. Somebody in a Reddit thread said, I don't like Connor, and someone was like, why? And then they give like a really specific reason. They were like, he pulled my chair out from behind me, or no, that wasn't Connor, that was someone else. Somebody said something that was like, I knew him in high school, he was an asshole, basically. And I was like, okay, well, I don't know if that's what we're doing. Like I'd like to think people can grow. Maybe he was super insecure. Bullied people become bullies, hurt people, all that jazz. So we'll have to see what he says. We'll have to see what he shares. I mean, honestly, from this promo, it almost looks like a parody. It's like so dramatic. You think like they're gonna, you know what it almost looks like? Who was the contestant that said he? Oh, it was Zach Clark, who said he cheated on his girlfriend, and then they ran with that for 2 weeks, and then he was like, "Yeah, it was third grade," and everyone's like, "Oh, come on, that doesn't count." You know what I mean? Natalie says, if anyone in the Bachelor, and if anyone in the Dave Neal community is ever a Bachelor, Bachelorette, they have to get Dave the chance to voice over their season. Yeah, that would be nice. Yeah, get me that work. I'm in SAG. I'm in the Screen Actors Guild. I'm in AFTRA, and I can voice your coming up next week on The Bachelor. Somebody's gonna bump Harrison's. See who bumps their retired Harrisons in a Palapo on The Bachelor. Crafty said, congrats on 34K. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. If anyone, your voice is perfect for comedy. Maybe not for gravitas. Oh, Heather, come on. You don't think I have a gravitas voice? Hold on. Coming up next on The Bachelor. Oh, that was pretty good, right? Okay, now I got to get my voice out of It's Always in. I have an Always in Sunny in Philadelphia voice. I'm always like, come on, let's recap the show, you know? Alrighty. Okay, yes, excited to see this date. Curious what the big story on Connor is. I don't think it'll be as bad as we think. I know, I'm sure it's going to be like, well, one time at band camp, you know, we'll have to see. I mean, it's a lot of, if we just go to the comments here, let's go to the best comments. And just to show you what, like I was looking at before, it was, you know, like there was a lot of comments. Alternative dates they could have instead of whatever this is. Master Chef style dating cooking class. Game night group. Wine paint night group date. ABC, if you're lurking, I have more ideas. Hire me. Mario Kart tournament. It just seems like, and you know, usually Reddit loves the tea, but it like, I feel like this episode is going to bring all the ex-girlfriends out of the woodwork. I can't imagine seeing my ex on here and watching him not admit all the bullshit he's done. Well, here's the deal. Everyone has had bad relationships. And I'm not brushing, you know, whatever their tea is. I'm not brushing their dirt under the rug. I'm just saying everyone's had rough relationships and you learn from them and try to be better. And some of these guys, I mean, some of their past might, you know, be innocent mistakes they made. Or I cried at formal and you got punched by the homecoming king because I was needy. I don't know. You know, I don't know what the, you know, whatever it might be. But we'll have to see how it goes. Someone says, what kind of hellscape date is this? A primetime version of the Vile Files. I would like the government name of the person who thought this date would be a good idea. And the one who thought, one of the persons who thought, you know who would be the best therapist relationship guru to run it? Nick Vile. Now look, Nick Vile, I'm sure, has learned a lot in his life about scenarios that involve like mistakes he's made and overcome. So we'll just have to see how it goes. You know, join me tonight, 10 p.m. We'll be taking copious notes to see how it goes. It's really, I guess, no point in sort of analyzing any further. Janelle says, has anyone in the chat ever applied for Bachelor, Bachelorette? That I am not sure, but yeah, we'd love to hear anyone's stories. L-Dog says, 240 in the chat. It's bumping. That's right. We are bumping. Oh, by the way, I have to get a timer set. Let's do this. I need to get a timer set for the for when the show starts tonight. So give me a second here. Countdown to 5 p.m. Is this it? Now, hold on a second. Let me just reset this countdown so it ends at 5. Oh, I need it to end at 5 p.m. my time. But I need it to be set for 6:21, the day after the solstice. So there we go, folks. There it is, the countdown right there. This will be what time you guys have to leave to go watch. So we will talk to you up until the hour. Let's see if there's any phone calls, any voicemails that anyone wants to get to. I'll open the voicemail lineup for you guys. Love to hear from you. Let me know how you think the season's going. And all that jazz. All that jazz. Take a look. It's in a book. Dave Neal's voicemails. I don't have gravitas. A comedic voice. It's all I'm choiced. Okay, here we go. Oh. Hold on. Are we not set up here? I thought we had the Bluetooth turned on. The Roadcaster is discoverable. Okay, gotta find the Bluetooth here. 1 second. Oh, yeah, I was on the wrong Bluetooth. Hold on, folks. I'm on the wrong Bluetooth here. So much Bluetooth in my house. Oh, right here. So, yeah, we'll play a couple voicemails. You can call that number. I'll talk out loud with gravitas. Okay, here we go. Dave Neal's voicemails. I can listen to your call. Just keep it quick. Don't be a bitch. Reading Rainbow.
From New York, of course, back with. And I have somewhat, I don't know if I want to call it speculation or if I want to call it like a conspiracy type thing, but I'm just going to lay out a scenario. So the more information that's coming out about all of the Chris Harrison stuff, my take on it is that if Mike wasn't there anymore, if he was out of the picture,
Mike Fleiss,
then Chris would still be here. As a watcher, as a viewer, as a beloved Bachelor Nation member, I really could care less about Mike. I really could care less about what he does. I don't even know what he does, but I could really care less. Because it's not like we really get in on that type of action. So, I'm going to wonder that perhaps, even though this clearly won't happen, because if it would have happened, it would have happened already. If ABC were to fire Mike Weiss, for anybody confused, if they were to fire him, would there be a chance, do you believe, that Chris would come back? Or he would do like a spin-off rivalry show similar to The Bachelor? Like, my questions are, what do you think would happen, let's say, if Mike was fired? And what do you think Chris would be doing now, considering that he's not a part of the group? So, yeah. I don't know. I was watching the recent video that you put out. It's like 1 o'clock in New York right now. So yeah, that give you a general idea, because I did not look at the title. I just clicked on the video. But yeah, that's my take on, well, no, not even a take on anything. It's just kind of conspiracy theories about what could possibly happen next. And I want to get your take on it.
All right. Thank you so much. Bye. I'll tell you this. I'd be very surprised if Chris Harrison does another dating show. I don't see why, like he didn't love, I'm sure he didn't love The Bachelor because it was a dating show. I'm sure he loved that it was a stable job and he loved the crew and it was easy. I mean, I'm sure that's why he loved it. I don't think there aren't many dating shows. If he were to start a competing dating show, it wouldn't have much money. Or maybe it would, but you know, how are you going to compete against the top dog? Like it's, no, I think even he realizes it's not like he's the big guy. Like, yeah, and he might have some intellectual property issues where when he signed the, how much can he take from The Bachelor and apply to a new job? I don't think he's going to be doing that anytime soon. I don't think Chris Harrison's going to be working anytime soon. I think maybe we could see him in an executive producer role where he's behind the scenes of show creation. But I just don't see him. I honestly don't see him coming back to hosting. I really don't. All right, Pam in Florida, you are up. Let's go to you, Pammy. Oh, Pammy, here we go. Hold on. There it is. Here we go.
I just want to say you are so wrong, Dave, to try to put Chris Harrison losing his job on Michael Strahan.
Well, now I'm going to let you play your voicemail. I don't listen to these beforehand. I'm not putting anything on anybody. The article said that Chris Harrison, the tipping point was Michael Strahan. In fact, I argue this. So Pam, your thesis statement's already wrong. My argument, if you listen to my video, and let me know in the comment section, my argument was that by making this magazine, whatever the article's saying, that Michael Strahan was the tipping point, that you're putting it on somebody else. No, that's so anyway, go, my words can live on their own. Go watch my video again. I did not say that Chris Harrison lost a job because of Michael Strahan. The article did. Okay?
The job before it even got to Michael Strahan. He lost his job because he defended a racist white woman on a Disney channel. Okay? Tell it like it is. Stop trying to cover up for racist Rachel. Matt James didn't even try to cover up for her. So you should stop. You should stop before if you had a corporate job, you'd be out of it by now, because you keep trying to blame people for other people's actions.
Part of the problem
You cannot blame anybody for Chris Harrison's job being taken except Rachel, because that's how he lost it, trying to defend a racist white woman.
Thank you so much, Pam. That was Pam in Florida. Pam, like I said, I paused you right on the beginning because you got it wrong. I'm not saying it's Michael Strahan's fault. I will say this. Michael Strahan goes from an interview where he then gives his opinion on how he thought the tone was. I don't buy that. I don't buy him being able to understand what Chris Harrison's tone is. Do you really think Chris Harrison's going to put a suit and tie on and go give the apology of his lifetime, trying not to win his job back? So when Michael Strahan at the end of the interview says, you know what, I just don't buy it, that's the moment that the article says that was the tipping point where ABC realized, oh, I don't think we can come back from this. Okay? So Pam, you're just wrong there. You're just wrong there. And I will say this. You said if I worked in a corporate job, I could be fired over that. That's part of the problem. And that's why I don't work in a corporate job. Part of the problem is people are just going to get fired over saying, oh, now Dave Neal's defending, I'm defending somebody who is defending a racist. That's where you have me, Pam, and that's part of the issue. I'm not doing that whatsoever, Pam. Come on, you got to do better than that. I made like 5 30-minute long videos about this. So this is where I get a little bit annoyed when people will like boil it down to, you're on this side, you're on that side. I literally spent hours of airtime here. And maybe that's why you're confused. Maybe it's easier just to bang out a tweet. I fully endorse this so-and-so. I disavow this so-and-so. No, that's not the case. And to say that they fired him because he did that on the Disney, no. ABC tried left and right to get him to keep his job, okay? They didn't want this to go down this way. They just kind of cut ties. They threw him under the bus. I'm not saying his words don't have power, but they threw him under the bus so that they could silence him so that he wouldn't bring out their dirty laundry. Come on, let's get it right. We've talked about this a lot. You know, Pam, it's almost like this. It's almost like you're in my class. I've been teaching you for the whole semester, and you still are getting the formula wrong. And I'm going, Pam, no, that's not what I'm saying. You've got me wrong. All right. I'm going to try to... What's this noise in the background? Sorry. I'm going to try to read a couple comments here. I mean, let me know in the comment section if anyone else took what I've been saying as what Pam is saying. Crafty says, Rachel is currently dating Matt James. How is that racist? Well, you know, this is where you get into the whole thing of like trying to unravel a sticky situation. You don't, let's see, Joan says, you don't need to explain it anymore. I mean, geez, you'd think so, right? Hoden said, you can be racist and date a black man. I will not argue with that. But this is one of those things that we will continue to discuss because, you know, people are still getting it wrong. They're saying, wait, let me listen to a video to see what side you're on, and then let me be mad at you for it. And Pam, I encourage you to call me back. I encourage you to call back, maybe not right now, whenever, continue the conversation. I'm not, but anyway, I'm done. Like, I think we all kind of understand here. I'm looking at the comments. Scott says, love Dave. He's a great guy, authentic and transparent. And look, don't get me wrong. I'm not here asking for a pat on the back. I'm just saying I've thought a lot about it just like everyone else has. Okay? I've thought a lot about it. And I struggle with what Michael Strahan, like, how does he understand that Chris Harrison didn't mean what he was saying? How are we even discerning that? That's not, you know, it used to be, look, oh, so-and-so didn't apologize. All right. Oh, so-and-so did apologize, but they didn't give good example. Oh, so-and-so apologized. They gave good examples. They hit all the right marks, but I didn't like their tone. I mean, what's next? I'm not saying I think Chris Harrison didn't do what he should have done to fight for his job back. What I think happened is that the ABC, Bachelor, and all of them, they said, you know what? Be quiet, stay under the radar. It's all going to die down. And that's the way it used to be with Crisis PR. It's not the way anymore. Chris Harrison, just like Rachel Kirkconnell, shouldn't have listened to the producers who were saying, you know, their PR people, oh, just calm down, you know, lay low, it'll be fine. He should have got out in front of it, gone on every podcast he could. I don't care if the network wouldn't have approved it. Fight for your job. If you feel like you're being misrepresented, go fight for it. That's what I think Chris Harrison should have done. But he didn't. And at the same time, I'm not defending him, but I'm also not a soothsayer like Michael Strahan who can understand if a guy's got good tone or not. Yeah, maybe he's got a bullet point of things he wants to say that's right off camera because he doesn't want to be misread and he wants to get his points across. I don't know that, just like you don't know that, Michael Strahan. You know what I mean? Dave, your lightheartedness and energy make me so happy. Thank you for having a new video out every time I refresh my subscription page. Need you to ref my daily life, please. I'd love to. I just don't know what I did with my hat. I gotta go find... Ooh, where's my hat? Hold on a second, folks. Oh, Lord. There he is. Okay. So, Pam, it's a timeout from me. Go grab a water, take a break, rewatch the video, and then tell me I'm wrong. Try says when it comes to racism, it'll never die down. And look, I'm on the side of progress, the side of growth, the side of learning, and I know that there's a lot of deep wounds in our country, and I know that I can't properly even begin to acknowledge that because I get to walk through a 7-Eleven in an airport. I get to live a luxury that other people don't. I do understand that. So, you know, but part of it, for the same reasons, I can have a sort of conversation about the Colton Underwood situation. It's the same reasons I can have a conversation about this, because people that might not listen to someone who's a victim might listen to me. And that's just how it is. You know, we've all got different sort of like voting constituents we can get to. You know what I mean? So I've been railing left and right about how I think Rachel Lindsay just is continuing to speak her truth. How she comes off abrasive because there's abrasive issues. Do you know what I mean? I love how people get out of being called racist by saying, I'm not educated or ignorant enough. You're not a child. Do better. That's a tough one to go through. Yeah, do better. I mean, bottom line, do better. Everyone should try to do better. Jamie wants a mini Dave to ref my day. Listen, if you have a question and you need me to ref it, send your question. Send a question on Instagram. I'll put on the ref hat and I'll give you an answer, okay? I'll tell you if you're the asshole. I'll talk all about it. Crafty Beach wants to change the topic. All right, let's change the topic. Yeah, Brianna says, I don't think Rachel comes off that abrasive. I don't either, but of course it's triggering. All right, Catherine's got a voicemail. Let's go to some voicemails. Here, we have a couple voicemails. Let's get right into them. Let's get right into them. Here we go.
Hey, everybody, and Dave. This is Sarah. I just want to say hi, and I'm looking forward to tonight's episode. It's going to be a good one. Always full of drama. And reality Steve, he just can't seem to go away. I wish he would. But then there'd be less drama. So I guess it's a double-edged sword in a weird way. And I'm still can wear my side for skirt. So I'm very happy. Besides that side topic, I digress. Oops. But I can't wait to see what's going to happen with Katie tonight. And I think that's about it. I want to go to San Francisco to have a day to myself, but life happens. So maybe next week after another pet job. Anyway, see you guys soon. All right, bye.
Thank you for the call. Oh, boy, we just got lit up with questions. A lot of people want some help out there. Lisa Reed says, Dave, how do I ask out the FedEx driver in my neighborhood without being weird? Here's what you do. Next time you see him, you get a small package, and you got to make sure it's empty, okay? Nothing in the package. And on the outside of the package, write your name in, like your Instagram or your phone number, whatever it may be. Would you like to go on a date? Yes or no? And then say, if you're interested, maybe deliver this tomorrow or send me a text or whatever. But you can just, hand it off to him. I don't know. Maybe that's stupid, whatever. A little package joke there. Erica says, opinions on the latest Reality Steve interview on Wit and Rye. I made a 25-minute video about that, but I will give you a quick spark notes. I liked... And I'll say this again, and I'll tell you what, I did get a message from Reality Steve that he watched my take on his interview. And he thanked me for my take. Because I think that anytime somebody, and again, you guys can choose not to watch it. People go, oh, I'm so sick of Reality Steve. Just don't watch it. But my take is this. If he wants to talk about the mistakes he made, and if he wants to acknowledge them, and he does it till he's blue in his face, and it reaches different platforms, and he can talk about the way things were or whatever the case may be, and they're going to ask him tough questions. I say that video gets made every day of the week. Make it every day of the week until, as long, a lot of people said they thought that he didn't learn his lesson. I mean, if you ask me, yeah, there was some defensiveness there, but also at the same time, And again, maybe he didn't answer every question the way you wanted to, but there was a lot of times where he goes, look, I did this, it was wrong, and I'm going to explain to you what was going on in the time. There were plenty of times where he said, like, guilty with explanation. That's why I called my video Guilty with Explanation, which I think we should do. I think we should talk about, hey, this was the universe I lived in. Yeah, oh my gosh, I was on this rugby team. When we used to drive by in school buses, we would stick our heads out the window and catcall every female that was biking by. It was horrible. We felt like we were being fun and all this, but at the same time, it was, whatever. Explain it. Talk it out. Because when you just say this was bad, let's take away someone's platform, it's like, okay, we're in the gray area. Obviously, this is bad stuff. Being the misogynistic writing, that's bad stuff. There's no gray area about that, but there's a gray area about how you move forward from that, okay? And I lean on the side that talk it out. Chris Harrison, go on every podcast you can think of. Talk it out. Long-form conversation. Let me use as many of my senses as I can to understand your vibe, where you're coming from, that you want to do better. Do I think Reality Steve's a bad guy? No. I think he found a shtick that was kind of like a cutting, misogynistic cutting. That was his angle. It worked for him at the time. It paid his bills. And then when it stopped working, he got called out for it. He got called out for it. And of course, there was other issues with him. We could talk all day about it, but I made a video about it. You can go check that out. Do I think Blake will be there tonight? Yeah, I mean, it's episode 3. You think maybe Blake makes an entrance by the end tonight? V says pizza, pineapple in pizza. My quick answer, yes, you can do pineapple in pizza. You absolutely can. I prefer to do it with bacon. That's my meat of choice, bacon and pineapple pizza. Look, you can do pineapple in pizza. Ashley's in the house. She said she made a live. Good to see you, Ashley. How are you? Green Queen says you do better when you know better. I love that quote. Absolutely. All right, we're gonna gotta get to a couple more voicemails. Let me make sure I got all these comments right. Glad to see Nick's view on the dates tonight. Well, what he brought to the table, that is. Yeah, we'll have to see. I wouldn't be surprised. I really mean this. I wouldn't be surprised if this whole date ends up being like a joke, because the promo was so overtly dramatic that it just feels like, are they gonna like it's so dramatic. I mean, look at like Connor right there. It looks like they're all like mourning the death of their cats or something. It's like, he looks like he just got off the pirate ship there and he got stood up by a wench or something, but we'll have to see. Maybe it really is that heavy, maybe it's that heavy, or maybe it's not heavy and that's and there's a joke to it. We'll have to see. Nick Vile says, tonight everyone confesses. So again, maybe it's a little heavy and a little light. Like maybe they confess to some maybe there's some heavier topics and some lighter things. We'll have to see. We'll talk about it on the live stream tonight. Let's see what Sabine says. Damn, Dave, that was some great dating advice on the fly. I don't even remember what I said. I don't even know what I said. I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe I'm a few minutes behind, but thank you. Yeah, sure. The FedEx was good dating advice. Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah, let me know. Dating advice, Dave. Scott Jarrett says, hey, check out. Okay, let's go to. Yeah, so Scott had mentioned he's got a friend who's running a decathlon here. Let's go to Jack Flood. I think there's 3 O's in it, right? So this is Jack Flood. Do I have the right one here? Let's take a look at your buddy here. He ran over the weekend. Yeah, this guy's a stud. So he was considered to be on The Bachelor, but it was getting in the way of his Olympic training. So this is a potential future Bachelor contestant. So this will be the first we hear from him. Let's see if he floods the levees of the Bachelor Nation. I don't know what that means. Take it for what it's worth. So there he is at the U.S. Olympic team trials. Hey, I love a good story. He was recruited to be on this season of The Bachelorette, but had to choose to compete only in the Olympic trials or on Bachelor. Check him out on Instagram. So there he is. Go give him a follow. Maybe let's see. He's got nice calf muscles. Oh, that guy's got some good calf muscles. Boy, he must do jumping jacks, right? There he is, looking pretty good. So decathlete like Bruce Jenner was Olympic winning, I believe, right? I think that was before my time. So you got to be good at hurdles, high jump, pole vault, the whole thing. Lot of skills necessary there. So there he is. Oh yeah, looking good. Running to Katie's heart right there. Nice form. Nice form, tall calf muscles, and a nice, finishing load there into the fantasy suite. Good leap. All right, so anyway, that's Jack Flood. Good luck to you, Jack. Maybe we'll sponsor him. Maybe he'll be our decathlete for the Olympics there. So we'll have to root on Jack. Wow, not an ounce of fat, boy. Whoo, boy. Holy moly. Boy, he gains his energy from the mustache there. You can kind of see a mustache and a mullet. That's how you know that you're good at what you do, and you can pull off the old mullet here. So let's take a look at the high jump. Let's see his form here. It's important to keep that pole high until the last second here. And you got to be careful. That pole can do some wonders to the groin area if you're not paying attention. So let's see him here. There he is. He's going up for it. Good form. Over the top. Nice. Now that wouldn't have been... See, he would have hit the thing, right? If there was an actual pull there, I don't think he would have made that. But he's got great... Look at that form there. Oh, those big calf muscles got in the way. That's the problem with nice calf muscles. They're going to get in the way there. All right, so there he is. Do we have him... What is this? Discus or shot put? We've got shot put here. So there he is, practicing the shot put, doing the old... very nice. Shot putting his way into the Olympic trials right there. Nice move there. Can't have that left foot hang over. You have to use all of the space that you have here. Got a little chalk in that ball right there. Very nice. Good twist. All right, that's Jack Flood. Good luck to you, Jack. And maybe if you do well, maybe we'll root you on if you make it to the Olympics. I know you're shooting for your dreams. Anyway, back to... I know we're jumping all over the place here, but there's a lot of different comments happening. Ashley said, I liked how Whit and Rye handled the interview. I liked it too, but I did push back if you watch my video when they said, come on, reality. Come on, Steve. You must have known better. Well, listen to the man when he says he didn't. If he knew better, he wouldn't have done that. That's the way blogs were. I was talking to my fiance about this. She was like, listen... She also agreed with me on the reality Steve front. That's like, look, if anyone read any blogs like Perez Hilton or some of these blogs, it was like, it was a precursor to the Taylor Nolans who brought no humor or sass into it, but were just mean and vitriolic. So I don't know. Sometimes people think maybe I'm guilty of just being too forgiving, but I don't know. I don't know if it's because I do stand-up comedy and I see bad jokes. I see offensive, racist jokes. But I see people trying to work them out, and then they're offensive and racist and misogynistic and homophobic until they're not. Do you understand? So, like, I'm not saying that reality Steve, gets a pass. I'm just saying I see in my personal life people that are working things out, and you're wrong until you're right. And with reality Steve, he admits he was misogynistic in his writing. And he says, look, that's the culture. Everyone was doing it, and he's not wrong. It doesn't make it right, but it's like that's what everyone was doing. Okay, so we're looking for... Lisa says, you walk your dog around the neighborhood so you see him a lot. You're going to... Here's the problem. If a FedEx guy doesn't want to deliver your packages, then you're going to have a hard time hanging out. You're going to have a hard time hanging out in your neighborhood. Ravi says, Dave, who do you think would be F1, Greg or Blake? Again, this is no spoiler. Nobody has the spoilers. Reality Steve doesn't have the spoilers. Nobody has the spoilers. Drop to my thing. So, I personally would prefer Blake. I don't believe Greg wins, but I also don't know that it's between the two of them. Could it be a guy like Justin who gets the nice edit? We don't think it's Thomas. We don't think it's... I'm trying to think. I think Hunter is a nice guy. I think Hunter turns out to be a nice guy. Maybe he does well, but he's not going to be going all the way. Brianna says, I liked your take a lot, Dave. And yeah, he could just ignore everything and pretend like it doesn't exist. Yeah, that's the problem is I can totally see, like, look, I'm not a brave person. I'm a people pleaser. At my core, I'm a people pleaser. So sometimes when I talk about topics that are different than the opinions of the mass, Reddit writes an article or Reddit writes a post saying I'm a conservative because I disagree with how I don't believe in most cases of deplatforming. I don't believe in most cases of deplatforming. I also don't believe in stoking up fake news and stoking violence and all that. But I don't believe that like if Reality Steve worked for Us Weekly, he would have gotten fired. They absolutely would have fired him. Even Pam says I would have gotten fired. The hell have I done wrong? You know? I'm just talking these situations out. All right, let's get to some of these voicemails here. Let's get to them.
Hi, everyone. This is Ika or Erica, whatever you guys want to call me. But I just wanted to say hi. And, you know, I just want to say I'm excited for the new show and getting to talk to everyone. And just wanted to say, make sure you get some rest, Dave, and take some time to de-stress, because this is a very, very busy time for you. So hope you and your family get the time to, you know, take a break every once in a while. All right. I feel like I talk too much. Okay. All right. Bye, guys.
Oh, that's so nice. Thank you so much. If you follow Tasha's Instagram, she caught me twice last week taking naps outside. It was a nice hot day, and I took a nap at 5 p.m. on the nice warm AstroTurf. Like the grass heats up because it's AstroTurf, but it wasn't hot. It was just warm, and I was in the shade, and I just passed out. And of course, whenever she sees me passed out. But yeah, I normally last week was rough. We filmed until 1 or 2 in the morning, and then I had to get up at 6. So Monday nights are tough, but I get my sleep. I find it in other places. You know, when you live on the West Coast, I like to get my content out early Tuesday morning. That way, no point in sleeping in Tuesday, being late to all the recaps, and then you know, whatever the case might be. So instead, I like to just get up, make it happen, try to give you guys good energy, and then I'll catch up my sleep later on. I couldn't do that 5 nights in a row, but you know, when it's Monday nights, we finally have a stream, fingers crossed, that we got that's East Coast, so I'm able to start 3 hours earlier. But even with Tasha's fashion content and all that, it's going to be, you know, it still can kind of create a long night. So what I will show, this is, if you go here, Tasha's, so all of the new, I'll say this, I'm going to say this all week long. Someone said, you promote your fiance too much. You go on a hike, okay? All week long, I'm going to be promoting the fact that the new Bachelorette fashion recap videos are going to be only on Tasha's page, okay? I'm going to upload the last 2 episodes, which were on my page. They're going to only be on Tasha's page. All of the fashion content will be on her page. That's where you have to go. Tasha Courtney, Bachelorette Fashion, that's where it's going to be. She had 100 and something subscribers last week. You guys came in and gave her 100 new subscribers right away. Amazing. Thank you so much. I think she's going to hit 1,000 real quick when it comes to people that are going to go watch the Bachelor recap. I will be on that. I will be on it with Tasha. We're having a ton of fun doing it. It's been a nice little bonding activity for us to watch the Bachelorette. She's going to be recapping it, and she's also going to be making videos that talks about different clothing you can buy that's more affordable than some of the options you see on the show. So if there's a nice dress, she'll find different options and talk you guys through it and all that. All right, here, let's go to this video. This is a little bit of a long one. I don't know if I can play the whole one.
What's up, Dave? This is Kat from Florida.
Hey, Kat.
You know who I am. I was per usual late to the live stream today, but I just tuned in, so I'm not missing it. I have had one of the worst Mondays I probably have ever had, so I am so happy to be with my community in the live stream today. That being said, my thoughts. First and foremost, I do not think that Rachel is racist. Ignorant, maybe. Uneducated, absolutely. Racist, not a chance. She didn't realize that party that she went to was racist.
I'm going to cut you off there because now we're going back to the whodunit. And you're right. You're right. Well, you have your opinion. Let's put it that way. You have your opinion. I'm not going to be able to get through all of these, so I need to make sure that whatever I don't cover now, I'll try to cover in the recap tonight. But yeah, you're absolutely entitled to your opinion on all that. But we're going we're going backwards here, and not your fault. Let's go to Oz. I believe this is Oz. I can't tell by the pretext here. Let's see. Hold on. Oh, hold on, folks. Hold on. Here we go. You're up next here. What the hell am I having? Just having these problems with my Bluetooth.
And Katie did great at the Mariners game. That was great form for her. And yeah, as far as the Mariners, I went to 2 series. I went to the Detroit Tigers series years ago with the Mariners and the Blue Jays series. I like watching baseball and having a cold one. It's always good. And Katie's a Mariners fan as well, and she had great seats. So keep it safe in the chat, and everyone, and we'll catch you later. Okay, bye. Take care.
Oz, everybody, let him hear it. His PayPal's up in the top left right there. Go get Oz's PayPal if you want to give him a donation for the sheriff's department over there leading the good fight. And again, I do apologize to my other caller there. We left a 3-minute video, and I just don't have the time for 3-minute videos right now, so I got to keep it short.
It's Lindsay from Kansas City.
Lindsay.
I had a few thoughts on Chris Harrison leaving. I know I liked the point you made about if he had stayed, he could learn with us. And while I like that sentiment and think that that would be a really great conversation to have, I don't think that the Bachelor franchise would be the best place to air that, just because I think discussing the nuances of race takes a lot of time, and I don't think that you could capture that necessarily within a very small time frame. And additionally, I don't think that the Bachelor franchise should be about the host. I think it would take away from the contestants. So maybe a different platform other than television would be a great place to discuss that. But anyway, those are just my thoughts. Thanks.
Lindsay
Bye.
in Kansas City, thank you so much. No, I don't disagree with you. The show itself doesn't need to have like these sort of conversations happening, but I just think by taking him away as the host, you're kind of showing that like we're not going to talk about it. We're not going to have room for growth. While he can still do that on his platforms, The Bachelor absolutely should be having a YouTube channel where they have deeper conversations. They could literally, co-host it. It could be, there's so many scenarios that they could be doing this right, and they're not. So I agree with you there. I just think by having him, by letting him go and doing the settlement, they're covering their own ass because they don't have to, they don't have to share any of their dark secrets. And at the same time, no one gets any growth. The people that were fans of him now thinks, oh, cancel culture's out to get everyone. It just creates a martyr, a whole scenario that doesn't work. Soul said, let's talk about your mention on Katie's story. Yes, Katie mentioned me on Instagram. That was very kind of Katie to mention me on Instagram. I appreciate it. Of course, that was my video recapping her pitching prowess. I tried to give her some advice. It looked like she took a little bit of that advice. Her follow through didn't have a high leg kick. She was wearing jeans. I don't blame her. Susan in Michigan, you're up next. Let's go to Susan. Let's go to Susan.
And I'm watching. I totally understand where you're coming from. I get it. I'm totally with you. I just wanted to say, what I think might have hurt Chris Harrison is, you get one shot at the first apology that everyone is waiting for. And I think this is where being the bland host of a show for 20 years hurt him. I think it just came off as too scripted, and people saw that as disingenuous. Whether it wasn't, I just think that he is so used to performing in that way that that's how it came off, and that's how people saw it. So that's just my 2 cents. Anyway, can't wait for the episode tonight, and I'm East Coast, so hope to stay up and see you after. Thanks.
Susan,
bye.
Thank you so much. I couldn't agree more. Yeah, he has this like stoic kind of like blank face with the thin lips, and he just kind of like he knows his lines and he knows how to deliver it. He's a host. That's who he is. They want some like Broadway theatrical guy. That's just not who he was. We got like, it's almost like and I'm not good at reading body language, but I would love someone who does, because in order to read body language, you have to look at how someone acted previously and then judge it against that. So Michael Strahan was judging Chris Harrison based on his apology, but it's like, have you not watched him on the show? He's vanilla bread. He gave you vanilla bread. That's what he does. That's all he does. All right, looks like we got 4 more. We have too many voicemails. We're not going to get to these. Here's a quick one. Let's play a couple quick ones. I'll try to play the other ones later on tonight. I'll try to go through them. So thank you for all the calls. I do appreciate it. We just have a little bit of a busier, hold this Bluetooth.
Excited about this week.
Go to the beginning here.
April Cruz calling from Texas. Super excited about this week because my daughter finally opted to watch last week's episode, and she hadn't seen 3 seasons because she got bored. But she's so excited she's going to watch it with me this time. Thanks. Bye.
Thank you so much for the call. I appreciate it. You got the whole family going. Hattie says, I don't know if it was mentioned, but Katie's Instagram post said some of the topics might be triggering, just as an FYI. Yeah, I guess I'll mention it on my recaps, depending on what the conversation might be. It's a world I'm adjusting to, triggering. To me, the logics behind triggering, I feel like if I say trigger warning, domestic violence, that itself, like I'm still having a hard time understanding what people want from trigger warnings. It's not clearly defined by me. I'm trying my best, but let me know if you guys think that that I need to do a better job of sorry, I'm trying to read and talk at the same time, of addressing things and giving you guys those proper the proper chance to decide if you want to tune in or not. I'm learning with spoilers. I figured that out. Although the season premiere, I did accidentally spoil the premiere of the Good Doctor, and like 7 people were upset. I'm like, sorry about that. I didn't realize people watch Good Doctor. That's my fault. All right, let's go to Susie in Tacoma. Hold on. What the hell?
So much. Just calling back because I really wanted to say that Bachelor totally dropped the fucking ball when they didn't make Mike the Bachelor.
Yeah.
I was rooting for that. And I literally like watched Peter's season half-assed and was like, this sucks. Where is Mike? Anyways, I don't know. I think this season, truly, it's just like the editing and the screen time that Carl's getting, the fact that they put Mike the Virgin on the sexualized date. Not surprised, but come on, Bachelor. We can do better than this. We can do better. I don't know. I just feel like Katie deserves better, and I just hope that they wean out all these villains, quote, hired, whatever, you want to call them. They're vetted for the ratings, but yeah, I just hope that they get all those dudes out early on, which I know they probably won't, but that's really all it is. Anyways, thanks for the listen.
Thank you so much. I'm going to go to one more call here. Susie, or did you already call here? Oh, we already got that number. No, so Susie called twice, and then I've got Nancy called. I'm going to play your second voicemail, Nancy. Your first one was 3 minutes. I don't have the time, sadly.
Hi, it's Nancy from Texas again. I'm sorry, I went way over, so I'll be quick here. I think we need better education in school. We need history to be taught, actual history to be taught. We need to learn about Reconstruction, about slavery. We need to learn about it all and learn about things like Juneteenth and what happened in Tulsa 100 years ago and so forth. So if we really want to get serious about confronting racism, that's where we start, not with a reality TV show. This is just all BS. Anyway, sorry again for going over. There were a lot of things I wanted to say. Okay. Bye. Have a good night.
Thanks so much. You too, Nancy. Love your accent. Love your voice. Look, my thought with that is you can legislate for, like, there's a lot of change that needs to happen, and The Bachelor represents a lot of that. And when someone mentioned, like, they were pissed that Mike wasn't named The Bachelor, I didn't think too much of it at the time. Up until this year, I honestly kept one foot in, one foot out on Bachelor Nation. I'd make videos during the season and take those, whatever. But now I've been kind of in on it. And it's like, yeah, they chose Peter Weber, who, nice guy, right? Seems like a nice guy, ready for, I don't know. But Mike Johnson was like a good pick. And they didn't do that. And then they got all this hate afterwards. So look, I think, if you read Rachel Lindsay's article today, you can kind of see that they've had a lot of opportunity. They've tried to do it internally, and things just haven't worked out. Sarah's going to jump over to the show. If anyone wants to go watch the show, say your goodbyes. We got 1.5 minutes out. I actually have to get my, let's see. So I wasn't able to get to, Carly called. Carly. Let's go to your call, Carly, real quick. You know what, Carly? I'm so sorry. I don't have time for your call. I'm going to listen to it, and I'll play it on the after one. I literally just have a minute. I just saw we have a minute left. I try to get to everybody. I do apologize I couldn't get to everyone, but do me a favor, guys. Hit the like button on the way out, and let's put some music up here so you guys can go get it. Have fun. Leave a voicemail if you want for later on. I got to pull up the stream that I watch on right now, and I'm gonna go. I literally go straight from here right into the other room to go make sure I stream this show. Hopefully I can pull it up here, and where is it? I don't even know where it is. Oh, it's in there somewhere. Anyway, folks, that's going to do it for me. So thank you guys so much. Goodbye, everyone. I'll be here at 10 p.m. tonight, all day tomorrow. And we'll see you guys later. If you want to join the Patreon, I've got some exclusive information on there you can go check out if you want to be a part of the secrets that are happening in the community. It's over on the Patreon. Bethany, good to see you. I'm leaving right now. All right, bye, everybody.